Welcome to the latest episode of Beauty Confessionals. My name is Lauren and I am your host today and every day on Beauty Confessionals. So, the biggest request that I had recently in a poll that I did on my Instagram was, what brand do you want to see next on the Beauty Confessionals? And probably the most requested, Glossier. And I am not a stranger to this brand. I actually really love Glossier. So I purchased a couple of products just for this episode. Some of them are repeats, some of them are new to me, some of them are new shades to me. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start with Cloud Paint. This is in the shade Storm. This is, I think, the richest, deepest shade that they have, and it's kind of a warm pinky tone. And so I've actually swatched this on my hand already because I needed to know kind of what to expect. So, life pro tip, if you get these, don't peel this foil part off. What you can do is take a pin and just puncture that little top part so that way you have more control when you are squeezing it out. And the one thing I will say about these is like a tiny, tiny amount goes a long way. So, let's dab it on. One thing I've kind of learned with using these is it's better to apply and then buff out really well and then apply powder if you powder your face, because if you have powder on, these can kind of cling to any little patches of powder that you have, and it makes it more difficult to get that really beautiful diffused look. But these are really pretty foolproof. They're super easy. I love the shade Storm. This has been a wonderful shade for me. And it's just like very natural looking. It's just like it looks like my natural flushed cheek color. I'm a big fan of these. I had Puff in the past, and that's much more of like a baby doll, cool pink kind of color. It's really, really pretty. But Storm, I just think looks a little more natural. You can see it just gives like a really, really pretty soft flush. And I used just like the tiniest amount. So now I'm going to set my face and we'll move on. Okay, so here we are powdered, and I did put on a little bit of eyeshadow too, just so that the whole look is more cohesive and complete. But you can see the Cloud Paints give just like this really soft wash of color. I think they blend out beautifully. They have collagen in them to help retain hydration in your skin. So it keeps your cheeks really juicy and plump. I love the cream blush. I think that they're really easy to use. They're great for a lot of different skin types. Glossier has really expanded their range quite a bit on the shades. So there's really kind of undertones that will suit everyone. I think the only one that I wasn't crazy about on me before was Dusk, and it's because it pulled a little too orange, and especially with my skin tone and my hair, I have to be cautious, especially on my cheeks because they take up so much real estate on my face. You can see this eyeshadow is a little bit warm, but once I get mascara on and brows and lips and all that stuff, it actually is a really great neutral. Whoops. Okay, so let's move on to another new product to me. This is the Pro Tip Liner. Now, I've used this a couple times. I have to be really honest with you. I love it. It's got, this looks like a felt tip. This is actually a brush. And the cool thing about this is that it dries super duper fast. It makes a really, really fine line if you want it to. You can get really, really close in and like work into the lash line. It doesn't move at all. So if you have kind of sensitive eyes that maybe water a little bit, or you get caught in the mist, whatever it may happen, that might make your makeup smudge, this is really pretty smudge proof. And I'll actually show you. Let's do a little swiperoo. Give it a couple seconds and we'll just let that dry, and I'll show you, like, I'll wipe my hand across it and it's not going anywhere. What? It's awesome. So if you're someone that's on the go in the morning, you don't like spending a ton of time on your makeup and you need it to stay put, highly recommend this. So I'm gonna put this on. I'm actually gonna go off camera to do it just so I can get really close to my mirror because I'm kind of blind. But I'll show you. It makes a really beautiful crisp wing. I love this stuff. And if you are someone like me and you have pretty long eyelashes, one of the issues that I have with a lot of liquid liners is the applicator, if you dip it into a pot or a tube, it will have product all over it, and so it tends to like make my eyelashes stick together. Because of the point on this, and you're able to put it right on there and there's no extra product up on the top here, it doesn't stick your lashes together. So if you've ever struggled with that, I hear you. So I'm gonna pop this on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back with some crisp wings, nice and fresh. So the next product I'm gonna use is Lash Slick. I have used this before. I actually really, really love this product. So naturally I had to get it again during the Black Friday sale. But this is such a nice mascara. If you struggle with mascara transferring up onto your brow bone, I think this is such a fantastic mascara to prevent that. It's kind of like a film forming mascara. I don't find that it adds a ton of volume. It adds more length and definition, which I'm totally cool with. So I'm gonna do just some light coats on today, just so you can get an idea, if you're just doing like a quick coat, what that looks like. Normally I go pretty hard with my mascara, so but you can see one coat versus not coated. But I love this mascara. I'm so happy that I have it again. I was really sad to be out of it for a little while. But this is just like, it's such a beautiful mascara for every day. If you're going out, you don't have to worry about it ending up all over the place. It doesn't transfer on the bottom on me either. And like, I feel like if something wears really well on me, it's gonna work for a lot of people, because I just get really, really smudgy for some reason. So you can see what one coat does. I'm gonna go in a little bit heavier on this second coat, just so you can see that it does build up if you want it to. I mean, it's not the most dramatic volume ever, but I love the wand on this too. It really does a good job of separating and giving you some lift. I tend to like plastic bristle brushes for that reason. They tend to really kind of amp up the lashes in a way that more traditional brushes can't do. Ooh. Okay, so you can see like it definitely builds up really, really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and even that out. I tend to go pretty heavy with my mascara. It's like one of my favorite beauty products, period. So you know, if I am talking about how much I love a mascara, it's a good one. This is definitely one of the more natural looking mascaras that I use, but I just love the length and definition that it gives, and I think it just looks so polished and chic. Voila. I feel like, kind of like the pro tip, this dries relatively quickly, and that, again, like, it's really nice because you're not going to get that transfer on the upper brow bone the way that some mascaras do if they stay wet for a really long time. So love this formula. I've used it before. It's a film former. It's fantastic. It doesn't tube, so like that's why it builds up so nicely. And then also when you're taking it off at night, you're not gonna have like those little like spider leg looking tubes coming off. Okay, this is also a repeat for me. It's probably my 5th tube of Boy Brow. I just love this formula. It has almost like a clay-like finish. This is the shade Blonde, by the way. I wish that they made more of like an auburn or strawberry blonde shade. I feel like blonde looks a little ashy on me sometimes, and especially because I like to use it, I use like the very tip of it to kind of drag on my skin to fill in my bald spots on my eyebrows, because I've got a few. But yeah, it stays in place really well. You can really kind of stand those brow hairs up, almost like soap brows if you like that look. My brow hairs are a little bit long right now, so I'm gonna lay them back down in a minute, but it gives you a really nice volume to your brows. So if you like more of that kind of couture, big fluffy brow, great product for that. And I just kind of smooth it out just a little bit. And sometimes like you can let it dry down and go back in with another coat. So like where I've got like that little bald spot there and there, I'll go back in and do just a little bit more on those spots. But you can tell like it makes such a nice difference on the face, and it really kind of ties everything together, but it looks like you still. It's not like your brow is painted on. And that's what I love about this product. It is so easy and fast. And that's kind of the whole thing about Glossier, right? Is like, it's you, but more polished and put together, and it's not too fussy. And I adore it for that reason. I'm busy, I'm on the go, and who isn't these days, honestly? So that's something that I think that they've really nailed with the marketing, is getting the young woman that is on the go, creating products that people want to share with friends and family. And yeah, it transcends generations, but it's definitely targeted at like the millennial age group. So yeah, just building up where you need it. Glossier, if you're watching, please make a strawberry shade so my brows don't look so ashy. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna fill in that spot a little bit more on my arch. That's a little better. And then kind of wherever there's those little gaps and holes. Cool. Tails of my brows tend to be a little wimpier looking. So that's why I really kind of drag that tip on the skin to fill in and make them look a little more dense. Also, the fronts of my brows can be a little patchy too. Right in the back of my brows, looking a little rough. That's okay. I just love that you can just really embrace like who you are and work with what you've got, and Glossier just makes it look like a better version of yourself. Like, it's just very simple products, right? Like, I only use like these 4 things where, oh, I dropped it earlier. But just using these 4 products, like, it really just kind of ties the face together and makes you look fresh and dewy and glossy. Hey. Yeah, dad jokes, not cool. I love Glossier. I think that they don't do anything too crazy with ingredients. They don't add a ton of really anything that's like super nourishing most of the time. It's just to be effective. And sometimes that's all you need, right? Like, but I feel good. Like, I am ready to like go out and tackle the day and, you know, run errands and do whatever. I don't really have a lot planned for today. But Glossier, thank you for making me feel like the best version of me. I hope that you enjoyed this Beauty Confessionals. I'm going to link the ingredients below. There's nothing in Glossier that I think should concern anybody. I've talked to them before in emails about their ingredient choices, because I was a little more scrutinizing on ingredients before, and they were like, like, we really stand by what we put in our products because they're effective and they work, and they're not going to hurt you. And the more that I've really talked with chemists and product formulators, they're like, we're not putting stuff in products that is harmful to people, and especially not in the concentrations used in formulations. So I just want to put that out there. I have some other episodes coming up that I want to talk about, preservatives and talc and essential oils, and there's a whole bunch of different things. Those episodes take a little bit longer because there is a lot of extra research that I'm putting into, just because I want to make sure that my information is correct and that I'm not telling you something that is not true. So I hope you enjoyed this. I love Glossier. I definitely want to get some more of their stuff. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in particular, whether it's a different makeup product, Clearly I like Glossier U. But yeah, let me know if there's something else that you want to see from Glossier. I love their brand. I am happy to support it. And I will see you next time. Bye.